Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. Today we are going to go down to the Demon Ruins. And we'll do this area, which are the Demon Ruins. We'll have to start out by doing a boss fight. You can already see him all the way over there. I totally forgot that those work like that. So from now on I will not kill the others. Now this boss can be rather annoying because there's basically two ways to do him. One is actually killing him, the other is making him drop down there into this area there and baiting him into that can be super hard. I hope that we are going to not struggle too much. He's the son of the Witch of Izalith. And this is one of the daughter's graves, if I'm right. Because we get that said if we can also just do him normally, like he doesn't seem too hard. What was that? Yeah, okay. I was actually really scared because if you run too far from him, he has these attacks which with like these fat laser beams. But you can, I guess you can totally avoid those. Now there are two ways to progress through this area. one is a huge shortcut that skips 2 bosses if I'm right. The other is doing it the normal way, which involves one of the NPCs dying. And I'll do it that route because that's normally how I end this game, this area. Now, there's one thing about this area. Here, former bosses turn into the normal enemies. That is the case with the Taurus demons and the Capra demon. Over there is an item which you can get with a ring which you get here in this area. Now these are definitely weaker than the boss version, if I'm not mistaken. Which makes it much easier than if you had to fight them as they appear in the normal game. This is also the one area that seems totally unfinished in the whole game. As you can see, the enemies are just copy-pasted around. And the level design is actually decent. But everything else about this place, not so much. This thing here, that's one of the bosses that you'll face. Is there anything up there? No. You can jump across these. Nothing down here. Now these can be super annoying. They break your weapons if I'm not misremembering things. There, that's the centipede demon. Or we can kill those statues. Some of them are enemies, like the one over there. Yeah. We should sit down over here and get ourselves the level up. We could have used the soul, but I think this is a more optimal way. Because otherwise we might use up souls, which we could use later. Oh no, that's the classic RPG fallacy. You don't ever use stuff, and then you have all the good healing items and everything for the final boss. Dead. Those are gone. Those actually give you a lot of souls. I'm pretty sure there's something about... Okay, that guy came much closer to killing me than I would have wished. If I'm right, these guys, they show up here. And there should be... Large fire ember? Where's the normal one? That does not seem like a good idea. Now, sorry about that. We can go up here. Actually, I don't think it skips 2 bosses. It skips... Wait, yeah, it skips 2. You don't want to skip the second one though, if I'm not acting crazy. Because the second one gives you a rather important item in this area. Okay, yeah. You see this area is kinda unfinished. You have all these weird tunnels and stuff, and most of them, you see this whole place does not have anything that's important. Down there that can be opened if you give 30 humanity to the spider lady. That means you can skip all the way to pretty much the final boss of this area. But now we're doing the second one. And guess what? It's another reskin. And the moveset does not change. Catalyst. Demon Catalyst. Now we get to go up here. Which leads further up till we arrive at this elevator with this weird... Ah, yeah. This is a shortcut back to this place. Depending on how much we have, we could do the thing to open the door, but I said we're not going to. If I'm right, we should actually now maybe have enough to wear different armor. We can wear the Silver Knight helmet. That one's funny. Mainly because it's way too small for your head. Wrong direction. If I'm not mistaken, we should actually end up right at the next boss. I did say that this area is messed up. So... yeah. This is the next bonfire, sorry about that. And we can go down here, and there's possibly an item down here. Now you could summon an NPC here. We are going to do this normally. If I'm not mistaken. That's important. Oh fuck. First step, I wanted to get out of the way and heal up, but depending on everything we can actually change our equipment. Does that work? No. This might actually work. Now, if we do it this way, with the different ring, we have worse armor because we can't wear as heavy stuff. But there's the option of walking through this lava. One death. Now this gate, if I'm right, that's sealed off by sub NPC. Then we arrive over here. And here's another bonfire. Maybe we do have enough now. Maybe we also don't. We're going to find out. Nope, we don't.
Why, after all this searching, I still cannot find it? Why, after all?
He's depressed because he can't find the sun. And he's going to die. This huge lava area here is completely pointless. There are these huge enemies here. There's no reason to kill them except for souls. And they do give a lot of those, but not enough that I'll see the point in doing that. There's literally this item. And then there's another one over here. This side is not correct, but there's an entrance here. Great Hero Soul. You see, those are really unfinished. I actually did not remember that there are items over there. We may enter here and light this bonfire. Which... well, we are not going to consume any of those. How much do they actually give? Okay. That's actually not that much. We may kill another one. Because we are still in need of some souls. And 2k are more than, you know. Divine Blessing. 2 Divine Blessings? That's weird. I straight up don't remember those being here. But they're rather unimportant. Like, I'm not even sure if I've ever used Divine Blessings except for 1 or 2 times in my whole time of playing these games. We're going to level up. And over there is where we're going to continue. But this was enough for this episode. Please like and subscribe if you had fun watching me. See you next time.